16 years of Derby Day dominance comes to an end. Surely it's time up for Manning and Ben Knapper and Doeke, Jack and Alex play in a charity match. All in this week's episode. So, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, all you Bleed Norwich viewers and listeners. No Jack this week. It's just me and Alex for a Bleed Norwich podcast. And yes, the 16-year run unbeaten against them lot down the road is over. Norwich lost 3-1 at Portman Road at the weekend. Me and Alex were both there in attendance in the away end, and I mean, apart from Nash Vartal equaliser, it was very, very
dross.
Yeah, it was pure dross, wasn't it? Alex, how are you today, buddy?
Yeah, all right. All things going apart from the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel very numb to the bone after that one. Me and Alex were both 25 years old. The last time Norwich lost to Ipswich, I think we were 8 or 9 years old.
I think.
Yeah, something like that. Something silly. Very long time ago. We were both in primary school. We both have full-time working jobs.
Both in the same primary school.
Both in the same primary. Yeah, that as well, yeah. And yeah, here we are.
Yep.
We're in our adult life and we've finally seen it happen. It was always going to come to an end, but yeah, the way how it all unfolded, however, not just on the day, but throughout the course of the last few months, how everything's unfolded, it's been even worse than we even possibly imagined. Alex, I think we will start with breaking down Derby Day, won't we?
Yeah.
Crikey, where do we even start?
If we have to.
If we have to. Where do we even start? Well, I mean, we'll start. We'll start with the game. We'll break down the game, and then we'll look at contributing factors that obviously didn't help the game.
Yeah.
Ipswich, obviously, they were clear favourites for the game.
Yeah.
Norwich on a very poor run of form, but it was very even.
Albeit there was only 2 points in it to start the day off, and only about 2 places.
Yeah, now it's a lot bigger than that.
Now it's about 5 points and about
10 places.
10 places, if not more.
Yeah, it's
so that's what a win would have done.
That's how quickly the championship changes, and Norwich do find themselves in the relegation battle. But to start off the game, I don't think Norwich were too bad.
They had good spells before Ipswich went and scored, to be fair.
Yeah,
not taking anything away from them, but they did.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we pressed really well. We created a few half chances for Searnats and Sargent from the press. Vartal had a half decent chance as well. Nothing to scream home about, but Norwich did look good in the press. Build-up play again was horrendous again, but Maatsen was good. Stacey was good. Schwartau again was excellent. There was positives. Yeah,
it's literally just that final product, all that creativity in the midfield that just lets us down.
Yeah, it's just a serious lack at the minute. And
going on creativity, Jacob Wright is still our most creative player, and he hasn't played since he got his red card.
Yeah, that's criminal. That's criminal for me.
That just screams that we've got nobody who knows what they're doing in the midfield to create any chances.
No, exactly, and it does that does ask a lot of questions of Knapper. What does Jacob Wright need to do to get into this midfield? Because the midfield is being one of our weakest points. McLean isn't the most creative. Pelle Maatsen and Mirko Topic both aren't the most creative. We're screaming out for someone that can thread a pass through to Sargent, who is being void of any sort of service over the past couple of months now since the Blackburn game, if I'm honest. And we do miss someone like Jacob Wright, and it was evident in that first half that again Sargent was very isolated and didn't receive any sort of service. It was very, very comfortable for Kipre, who was man marking him, to deal with it. And then the Ipswich goal comes around, Alex, and how that corner came around is ridiculous. Vlad has to deal with that better. As much as I love Vlad, he's been great for Norwich, but he has to deal with that better. There's a cross comes in from Egley, their 19-year-old.
Got to catch it.
and he just
Don't
flaps
flap
a
at
hand
it.
at it.
Don't flap at it. You've got to catch it,
Exactly,
or at least get a fist right through it.
and gives away a needless corner, which they go and score from. Yes, I've seen the sort of analytical replays and breakdowns of it by those pundits that deemed themselves higher up than the rest of us. But whether or not it was handball, it's still a very well worked corner and a goal that Norwich City should not be conceding. And
You're not. But then again, that is one of our downfalls again from last season, conceding from set pieces.
yeah, not dealing with it. I mean, to be fair, I will give Ipswich credit here for that set piece, and I thought it was very well worked.
You can't take that away from them. But
Yeah,
again, it's our defending from set pieces that doesn't work.
And how that set piece came around as well is.
And it was needless to give it away in the first place.
Exactly. But then 3 minutes later, up steps Oscar Schwartau. Yeah, good limbs to the away end for that one, I must say. Alex, how's your arm this morning?
All good, mate. All good.
All good.
No bruises.
No bruises. Oscar Schwartau fires in an equaliser out of completely nothing. We have a corner. Anti-Sinats wins very well. Corner comes in, it's headed out, and Schwartau just on the volley hits it against Matasiwa's head, and it beats Alex Palmer at his near post. I mean, a fairly lucky goal in those circumstances, but Norwich definitely deserves something from that first half because we weren't awful. And Ipswich weren't great. We matched each other out in that first half. I felt at times, and then you're thinking then, Alex. You're thinking then.
I'm thinking that. Yeah, thinking then.
Get in at 1-1.
Here we go.
Get in at 1-1. Get in at half-time.
Get in at half-time 1-1. We can go and give it to him in the second half.
Or at least see that one.
Or at least just see it out. But
Pelle Matson, Mirko Topic heads the ball into the path of Pelle Matson. It goes underneath his foot. He gets spun by Jaden Philogene. He's got He's got
the space of the fucking Sahara Desert in front of him, and nobody's closing him down. Just takes a swipe
31 yards out.
About 30 odd yards out.
It's a great goal. It's a great goal.
You can't take that away from him. It is a good goal.
Should Vlad be doing better? Yes, definitely. But it's a great goal at the end of the day. We can't sort of make excuses for everything. Obviously, Pelle Matson definitely at fault for that one. Should not be making those sort of mistakes.
Allowed him to get past him in that area.
No, he should take him down.
And the rest of them, someone should have closed him down after that. Yes, it was Pelle Matson's fault, but to give him that much room and that much space is just...
Especially at Jaden Philogene.
Really silly. And especially Philogene with the amount of...
Well, the amount of goals he's scored so far this season. He's on 5 now. He's on as many as Sargent. He likes a shot from range as well, as we've seen so far this season. And
like the amount of skill he has to do that sort of from that range. You shouldn't be allowing him that much room in that area.
No, absolutely not. And we paid the price, and that was just before half time. We're going at half time 2-1 down. And we were down in the concourse half time, Alex. I remember saying to you, we're not completely out of this. And I said to someone else, there's a goal in this game. There's still one more goal. I can't say which way this is going, but
there was one more goal in the game.
And second half, Ipswich had a good few chances to start off with. George Hurst with a couple, but and then
we had a good few as well. To be fair, Steernax Dragon one wide.
I think it was Topic maybe.
Topic. Well, there were one got dragged wide of the post, didn't it? And
that was Topic.
Tied netting.
Yeah,
there was a few chances, but not.
It was half chances at best, and then we took Schwartau off, who was our best player, but at the same time, I think he had sort of ran his race. He was knackered,
worn out. He couldn't do much more. You could tell that he was all over the place.
Yeah, exactly. And and then Ipswich bring on him. Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
Whatever you want to call him, insert here. Yeah, I mean, we have spoken enough
numerous
on
times.
Marcelino Nunez on this podcast and throughout the weeks and our thoughts on him. But like I said, if you put his brain into a dog, it would moo. Marcelo Nunez has no idea of what he's doing and the repercussions of it. He's
You
now
could see that from his actions after the
his
game.
reactions afterwards speak volumes. Obviously, the head loss is all on us, and Ipswich fans will love that. But one day that will come back to bite them. He will leave them in the dust
He,
and not give a
he'll
shit.
do exactly the same to them, and he will
Exactly.
not care.
Exactly. They bring him on. He plays Harry Darling goes on what seemed to be a mazy run with the ball, gets dispossessed in midfield, and what really is so just the basics of football where it all goes wrong. What was really just horrible to see how none of the midfielders, when Darling was on that run, dropped in to cover him.
Yeah.
And then, Nunez easy ball through to Azon, the striker, who hits the post. And Jack Clark,
Again, same as for their second goal. Allowed them too much time and too much space.
yeah. And then Jack Clark is there to finish off. And that was the story of the game. Norwich rolled over in the second half once again this season. And Ipswich find the winner. And they win 3-1, and we have lost our first East Anglian derby. I don't think there's really too much to sort of analyse other than that. First half, the pressing was decent. Second half, again, we rolled over. It wasn't a good performance. Second half, we replaced Vartal, who's a workhorse, someone who will offer defensively as well as offensively and give Fisher that cover at left back.
He was one of the.
But then you bring on Jurasek.
If not our man of the match from our
Right, exactly, but then you bring on Jurasek, who's very attacking minded, isn't going to do the defensive gritty work, and Fisher was left exposed throughout the majority of that second half. And there we go. That was that was the issue. I thought Stacey played well. Matson was decent. That's it. There's so little to sort of praise that Norwich City team and Liam Manning, who we will come on to in the next segment of the podcast after the weekend's showing. It was dismal. I've tried to watch back the highlights as best I can. It's a very painful viewing.
I haven't. I can't bear to.
Yeah,
I saw enough inside the ground.
Yeah,
that nothing there.
No, it was horrible, and Norwich do lose their first derby in 16 years, and that's it. What do we have over Ipswich now? Nothing. They had a better club. They had a bigger club. They have the better players, the better money. Like the only thing we had on them was that 16-year unbeaten streak, which was that was a hoodoo to them. They couldn't get over it. They couldn't jump over that final hurdle. Even when they got promoted to the Premier League last time, the one thing they couldn't do in that season was beat Norwich. But now they've done it, and with ease. With absolute ease. And, what can you do?
Looking at how this season's gone so far, did we expect anything different?
Well, that's the thing. I think we all came in with very, very low expectations of Ipswich away. But there's always that glimmer of hope because...
There is. It's like we said last podcast or whatever it was. Form goes out the window.
It does.
But on this occasion, it didn't.
It didn't, and the form really, really showed of the two sides. Ipswich,
just shows
just
where
started getting going with a season. Norwich, well, they're getting going, but they're getting going down the wrong side of the table, and we're on a landslide down to relegation at the minute, which is
like I said the other day. Our ambition for this season at the start of the season was top 6. How it's going, we'll be lucky to get out of the bottom 6.
Yeah. No, I think you're spot on. I don't.
That's how I'm looking at it at the moment. We'll be lucky to get out of the bottom 6. How we're going, if we carry on this form, we'll be lucky.
And carry on with the current regime as well. I think that's the main issue. I think there's got to be big changes behind closed doors. But that will lead us to the next segment of the podcast. Me and Alex will take a quick break after we've just dissected Ipswich away, and after the break we will talk all about Liam Manning and Ben Knapper and should they go. Well, here's a little sneak preview for you. Yes, they bloody well should. We'll see you after the break.
Follow Bleed Norwich on Instagram.
for all the latest Norwich City Football Club updates. So, welcome back, guys. This podcast is turning out to be very depressing and very downbeats and very difficult to get through.
Very grey.
Yeah. Alex, do you have anything positive going on right now that you want to spring to life that might cheer us up a little bit?
No.
No, me neither. Right. On to Manning out, Knapper out. We asked this question between the three of us on the last podcast. We'd just lost to Wrexham at home.
Yeah.
Me and you were both Manning in at the time.
Yeah.
You were Knapper.
I was Knapper in as well.
You were Knapper in as well. I was Knapper out. I'm glad I was, and I still am. Jack was Manning out, Knapper in. I can confirm I was on the phone with Jack earlier, who's unfortunately unable to make this podcast tonight due to family arrangements, but he is both Manning out and Knapper out now as well. And the downfall of 3 games, you might think it's fairly reactionary, how it's gone, but if you're a Norwich City fan, you see everything that's unfolded over the last couple of weeks or so since we last filmed the podcast, you'd understand that our reactions are very much well warranted towards the sporting director of Norwich City and the head coach. Alex, you put some polls
out there. I am now out and out.
Yeah. I think we are all out here on both occasions. Alex, you done some polls over on the Bleed Norwich Instagram.
Yeah.
Do you want to reveal the results? Yeah, reveal the results.
I haven't got them written down.
So. Because of course. I've
sent them over. So Alex, I think there was over 2,000 votes.
Yeah.
In the Manning one. So. I think it was around
over 2,000 in the Manning one.
Yeah, over 2,000 in the Manning one.
It's over 3,000, nearly 4,000 votes in the Manning one. 642. Oh no, hang on. Oh no, that was nearly 4,000 people had seen it. No, there was just over 2,000 votes. Sorry, that's my mistake. Yep. There were 642 of you that still said Manning in. 1,453 said Manning out. 69% of people who voted were Manning out. 31% of
that's just
Manning in.
Really, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think a lot of those
about 3,000 people.
Yeah,
who actually voted, who actually saw it.
It was just over 2,000.
So it's just over 2,000. So that's only 2,000 people.
Yeah.
Imagine what the rest of the club are like.
Exactly. And then we had about 2,000 people vote on the Knapper in and out one.
Yeah, that one's
24% were Knapper in, 76% were Knapper out.
Yes.
I think it's very conclusive here to see. So how I've been viewing it is that I think Manning has definitely been dealt a bad hand here. A lot of the players that were signed this summer were Ben Knapper's players. However, obviously Manning's still got that job to do with head coach and pick up results and get the best out of his players. He's not doing that so far. Hasn't proved of doing that. Hasn't shown signs of doing that. That's why I'm Manning out as well. However, I am very much more so Knapper out. If I had the choice, one's got to go, but you've got the choice between these two. Who's going? Ben Knapper first, out the door straight away. And yeah, Manning's been dealt a bad hand.
Yeah.
Pre-season malarkey. It wasn't his sort of pre-season tour. Apparently, he was still booked under Johannes or Forup or something like that. Injuries. There's been contributing factors which haven't helped the start that Liam Manning has had in his Norwich City tenure. However, like I say, performances, results are what you judge a head coach of, and they've only regressed, and that's why, for me, he's got to go. Knapper is coming up to his 2-year tenure at Norwich.
Yep.
And the only thing he has shown that he's capable of doing is selling a player for a good fee.
Yeah,
he sold Adam Eder for very good money, bought Science for good money, Nunez for good money, albeit to the wrong club and should have never been sold. If you look at it from a financial viewpoint.
That's another factor that comes into it.
Yeah, but if you look at it
never sell.
No, of course, but from a financial viewpoint, it's good money. Sarah, good money once all the add-ons come through, and and whatnot. Jonathan Rowe, good money as well.
Yeah.
And a lot of those players that have left and that have sold for big money have not gone on to reach, the heights that they could have with Norwich City. Their careers are very much stagnated. Look at Jonathan Rowe, had a
Yeah.
bust up at Marseille. He's now in, I believe, Bologna. I believe it is. If I'm
Yeah,
not,
I think it is. Yeah.
yeah, Bologna out in Italy, doesn't really start games. To not really doing well. Gabi Sarra has gone on to good things, but he's been kind of now pushed to the bench a little bit. Now at Galatasaray in the Champions League. Then you've got Borja Sainz. He's actually doing really well at Porto, I must say.
Yeah.
So some players are living up to the hype, but Nunez, he's a bench warmer for Ipswich at best.
Yep.
Adam Eder is now back at Swansea in the Championship. Did score at the weekend, but again, his career is very much regressed. And Knapper is good at getting a good fee for a player. Other than that, he is
Doesn't bring much
horrendous.
to the table.
He is horrendous at his job. Signing players, that's one that I will touch on. Manager appointments, Johannes Hoff-Thorup. I don't think there was any point I was fully Johannes Hoff-Thorup out. And I think that I say that for a lot of fans as well. Don't get me wrong, we were disappointed with the run that Thorup was on towards the back end of the season.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Very much disappointed. However, with Johannes Hoff-Thorup, we had seen in that season of what we could be.
Yeah.
Given a bit of time, given the right support, given the right players, given the quality of players, we could see what Johannes Hoff-Thorup could make Norwich City. Now, Manning has sacked him in April after poor run of forms. Understandably, it's a failed season if he wants to get playoffs at the first time of asking. But it is a huge transition. And we had seen signs. So surely you give him at least till this Christmas coming to see if that was going to work out. No, sacked him straight away. Okay, but then you have to make sure that your next appointment's good. You bring in Liam Manning. But Napper's always spoke about this sort of possession-based football, front foot football. Bring it to the opposition. At what point, home or away, have we seen Manning's football as bring it to the opposition?
It never has been bring it to the opposition.
So we've got two contrasting managers, two contrasting head coaches, that play different styles of football, but Napper's got this ideology of front foot, possession-based, free-scoring football that Johannes Hoff-Thorup proved he could do, given time, that Liam Manning has proven, not just at Norwich, but at other clubs, that's not his style of football.
Yeah.
So it's a bizarre appointment.
You're brought in a total opposite
Exactly.
person for the job that you want them to do.
And then obviously these signings, apart from Harry Darling, all these signings are Ben Knapper's signings, built for possession-based front foot attacking football.
Which is something that Manning does not do.
So this is why these players are looking up to scratch.
Contrasted against each other, and they're battling each other.
Exactly, we're playing a style of football that doesn't suit these players, and the only player that is, I believe, Liam Manning's signing that Liam Manning really wanted was Harry Darling.
Napper's basically set him up to fail.
Exactly, Napper set him up to. So this is why I completely understand
players that he doesn't know what to do with.
Exactly. And you look at that midfield, it is so disjointed. You have three players in McLean, Topic and Matson that are all so similar.
They're all like central
defensive. You're playing Topic as a 10.
All three of them at the same time.
And it's ludicrous. And this is why I understand that there was a lot less people
I know we're not
out.
The managers and whatever, but we can see it doesn't work.
And a lot of fans will agree with us. They will agree with us. And this is why a lot of our viewers and the voters on that voted a lot, there wasn't as many Manning out people as were Knapper out, because Manning has been dealt a very bad hand by Knapper. If we wanted Liam Manning's approach and style of football, we have to get him the players that he wants to build that squad, to produce his style of football, to get us results. We haven't done that. It's backfired. We haven't got those players. We haven't got those results, and we haven't got those performances, and it's shown on so many occasions. And that's why both of them need to go.
Yeah.
Because we haven't got the right manager in, and we haven't got the right sporting director to make those correct calls at the club. And that is the back line for it. Christ, I have been on a tangent here. I have lost my head, well and truly, Norwich fans, and believe Norwich viewers, I have lost my head when it comes to this. But Ben Knapper is out of his depth, needs to go. Like I said, the only thing he can do well is get a good sale from a player.
Get a good bit of money in, and then
But this is
go
the
and
thing.
use it on players that are not.
One of my friends, his name's Mallet. You know Mallet. He's a good friend of ours, and
Yep.
he messaged me earlier today, and he said, and this is a quote that I fucking loved. By the way, it was, "You can't keep selling Ferraris just to buy in Fiestas."
Yeah,
And that's what we've done.
that's,
You know,
yeah.
we've sold Gabriel Sara, Marcelino Nunez, who else?
All technically gifted players.
Johnny Rowe, Borja Sainz. We've brought in Matai Jurasek, Mirko Topic, Pella Matson, and Oscar Schwarz or Antti Sienats as the four replacements for these players. We've regressed since he's come in and the new owners have come in with all this cash. We've regressed. The squad's
We're going
regressed.
backwards on what we had.
Exactly. And that is, again, one of the huge issues with this football club on the pitch is that Knapper's decision making behind the scenes has negatively affected Norwich City so much in the last 2 years that we've gone from a playoff position under David Wagner to potentially battling relegation with Liam Manning.
And this is a Liam Manning who got a Bristol side to the top 6.
Exactly. But yeah, so that is, again, that's our point of view, guys. That is our point of view.
The club's backbone is being ripped out.
Exactly. That is our point of view. So if you could disagree, by all means, please disagree. Let us know in the comments. But that's what it looks like from the face of it.
That's where we're at the moment, really, as a club.
And the thing is, Knapper now can't sack Manning because then he admits that he's got two big head coach appointments wrong.
2 decisions wrong.
2 head coach appointments wrong.
2 big decisions wrong.
In the space of 2 years.
And I think Atanasio has quoted before that if it isn't working, then you have to look at the person who's bringing these people in.
The sporting director. And
he said that before. I don't know whether it was
just to put more smoke in the fire. Just to put some more smoke in the fire. Jack rang me earlier, and Mallet sent me the same message as well, Alex. On Flight Radar.
Yeah, I did see that.
There is a private jet from Teterborough going to Norwich.
I have seen that, but apparently there is a meeting this week.
Who knows, guys? I think a meeting is very well needed. It's very much needed, Sunday, though, Alex. It's very much.
To come over that early, if it is on Sunday, what is going on?
Something's happening at the club, and we need to know what. And as fans, we need to be because we.
But then again, in the yesterday's scrimmage, Rob Butler said that there is no imminent change.
Yeah, so I'm not expecting imminent change.
I know he doesn't know if there is going to be,
but he isn't expecting.
That's what has been expected. That Liam Manning will be in charge for the Bristol game.
Exactly, and I think again, Carrow Road will be a toxic place there against Bristol City after the international break.
I really can't see us winning that one either.
I don't know what games I see us winning, Alex.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah,
not until something changes.
Yeah,
not until something changes. But we will talk on something else that happened to the club over the last couple of weeks. Is the changes going on around the stadium and in the stadium? Apparently, there were club fan forums consulted. I don't think so. I don't think the people in those seats in the lower Regency stand and the lower River End were consulted. I think fan groups that are disconnected from those seats were consulted because there are a lot of angry and upset fans in the Gerald or the South Stand, and the River End stand that are being moved from their seats. So I'm just going to break it down for the viewers, Alex, in case people have missed it. So they're going to be upgrades on the stadium. It's going to be a whole new fan zone outside Carrow Road, which will obviously serve alcohol and
Out of Barclay.
yeah. So that again, that'll take out more business from independent pubs and pubs in the Norwich city centre. And Norwich has, I believe, the third most pubs as a city in the country, if I'm not mistaken. A good friend of mine told me that fact on the Sunday.
I think there used to be a pub for every day of the year or something. Something ridiculous like that, or
In Norwich, yeah, and again, that's going to take business away from that. But again, I guess a fan zone could be quite cool for the younger fans.
yeah. I understand
that's again, that's
but
not my biggest
concern.
No, my biggest concern is they're looking to incorporate more corporate seats into
Premium
corporate seats into the south stand.
And that also means that people who have season tickets in the South Stand have to move as well.
Exactly. And then the away end.
So it's basically forcing people who have been in these seats however many years to go to another area of the stadium that maybe they didn't want to be in, that might even be a higher price than what they're paying at the moment, and they're being forced to do so.
Exactly. And the one thing that the lower Barclay and Snake Pit, the atmosphere in there, one thing that always makes it so good at times is the fact that the away end is right next to us by the Holiday Inn on the South Stand.
But they bounce off each other.
Exactly. And now the away end is being moved to the river end, the lower river end.
To a family area.
Exactly. So all those season ticket holders in the lower river end are also being forced to move. Anyone that has had that news that their season tickets are being moved, please let us know how you feel in the comments below. Obviously, we all fully really support you guys, and we understand. You must be feeling like absolute shit and let down by the club, and of course we
they're just so out of touch with the fans, I think.
And that comes down to the owners. And what I will say, Mike and Mark Atanasio, Ben Knapper, to those that passed this decision off, Zoe Webber, Neil Adams, you have fucked up. Massively.
Royally fucked up.
Now, I don't know about the planning permission agreements that they had to announce it before the derby or something like that. But regardless of that, announcing
the timing of it as well is horrendous.
It stinks that you guys are so disconnected from our football club. We are very much a family football club, a fan that holds fans in the highest regard when it comes to making decisions like this. This decision shows that those above in the club have not thought about the fans one bit and just thought about lining their pockets up with more cash than they already need.
You just get them corporate seats, premium seats, whatever they are, to get them into the Jowl Stand, just shows that all they care about is getting a bit of money.
Exactly, and it's become very Americanized, similar to the NFL, baseball, the like. You know what I mean? Where you have all these celebrities in the stands. We are Norwich City.
And one thing you don't want as a home team is away supporters right behind the goal.
Exactly.
Right, stick them out of the way in the corner or somewhere, like where they are right now.
Where they are right now is perfect. It adds atmosphere to the Barclay, and it's great.
They're saying that this is going to add atmosphere.
It's not.
I think it's going to take it away and rip it out of Carrow Road.
It is. I fully agree with you, Alex.
In the place where they are, they've said that the most vocal fans, whatever, will be in a corner. Well, there's only about 20 people sit on match days because it's so empty in that corner.
Well, at least you've got no problem getting season tickets there.
Well,
that's a positive. But yeah.
But yeah, you see night games or whatever, and that corner has just got a few people in it.
Yeah.
And at the time and how we're going at the moment, I don't blame people for not turning up.
Yeah, and this is the thing, Alex. We had our lowest attendance in 14 years on Wednesday night. I was fortunate to take my little sister to a game.
Where we're going and how out of touch the club is with fans.
I was fortunate to take my little sister to a game to the West Brom at home on Wednesday, and we were playing musical chairs in the Upper Barclay. It was that empty,
Yeah, I can fully see it.
and we were that bored. Um, yeah, no, this is where we're at, Alex, as a club, and it's
Well,
regressed
I
so
think
much.
we've gone. Well, I don't think I know we've gone backwards over the last few years,
How backwards we've gone over the last few months.
or even months. Yeah,
Over the last few months is terrifying.
over the last
It,
three
it,
managers, we've just
no,
gone.
Alex, from the transfer window. Hear me
Yeah,
out
I
here.
know.
Just hear me out.
Yeah,
Think about it. We just signed Mirko Topic and Jovan Makama. We're going into the first game of the season. We just beat Knack Breda in pre-season. We look quite good, and we're all going in. We're up for this season. I
yeah,
think we could actually do something.
and
We're not even 3 months, or maybe we are 3 months past that date. How terrifying is it how backwards we've gotten that we're now thinking, when are we
hang on a minute.
actually next going to win a game?
We could be playing League One football next season.
And the club are so disconnected from the fans. We were singing Ben Knapper's praises in the summer. Because on paper value, those signings look like good signings.
Yeah, Portsmouth away, we were singing.
We've got Super Liam Manning.
We got Super Liam Manning, and now look at us. Look like right kin tits for singing that. That's just how disconnected we are.
It is terrifying how quickly this has all regressed.
Yeah, it's like we looked all right, although there was shaky parts against Portsmouth, but we looked
we looked all right for 60 minutes until someone went off injured.
Yeah,
and we never replaced him.
And that's what I mean. And there we go. And here we are.
Well, guys, we will end that segment here before me and Alex continue our further head loss. But we as fans listening and watching at home, we hope you can understand and feel our frustration as well. I'm sure a lot of you will agree with everything we have just said. If you disagree or agree, let us know in the comments down below, and or message us, DM us, whatever. We'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. We will go on to the next segment of the podcast. It'll be a little bit more, I guess, a different subject, completely irrelevant to the ongoings of Norwich City. Something a bit more out of the way and something very, I guess, wholesome. Me, Alex, and Jack, as Bleed Norwich, we got invited by our friend Joey Balfour. So shout out to Joey. Joey plays for a football team, a charity football team called Sands United Norwich. Sands United is a charity that helps families deal with baby loss, stillbirth, and the like of that.
This week is actually National Baby Loss Week, so that's why we done it. I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Along with, I know they play other games, but this week is the week of it.
And we played against Sands United Ipswich, so it was the East Anglian derby for Sands United, and we were lucky enough to play for Sands United Norwich, where, Alex, do you want to reveal the scoreline?
Well, it was Norwich 7, Ipswich 2.
There we go. So one East Anglian derby was won this weekend.
One East Anglian derby was won.
And I did get an assist in the first 2 minutes of the game. Let that be known. Let that be known.
I had to get that in there, didn't you?
But yeah, this next segment will be just touching on Sands United Norwich and the brilliant work that they do. And we'll catch you guys after.
Follow Bleed Norwich on X for all the latest Norwich City Football Club updates.
So, hello, Bleed Norwich viewers. Welcome back to this segment of the podcast. Me, Jack, and Alex, we're off to play in a Norwich City fans versus Ipswich Town fans charity match. Jack, what is a charity?
So I believe it's Sands UK, and I think it supports families with child loss.
Yeah, I believe that is it. We're going to have a link in our description below. And yeah, we'll hopefully speak to some people who actually play at it regularly, and we'll find out a little bit more. And that's what this segment of the podcast will be about. We're obviously going to clips of us playing football. If you're listening on Spotify,
sorry you can't see the clips, go watch it on YouTube. Like clips of us playing and a few interviews with people about what Sands is all about and what it offers, and we'll have a link in our description. So make sure you guys donate. They've got raffles on, I believe, and stuff like that. So with some really cool products as well. So yeah, no, it's a great charity, a great cause, and yeah, we're absolutely privileged and yeah, that we get the opportunity to play in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, on to the road trip. I see Alex, he's over there. He's still not walked over yet. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, needs to hurry up.
I'm probably going to have to drive down there and pick him up.
Oh, bloody hell. Well, to be fair, it's on our way.
True.
Right, off we go. I can safely say from both me, Alex, and also Jack that we very much thoroughly enjoyed being involved in Sands United Norwich versus Sands United Ipswich on Saturday, and met some wonderful, wonderful people in the few hours that we were with them playing football, having an 11-a-side game. And it was great fun and a good laugh for everyone involved, and yeah, really well needed as well. Love being back out on the pitch. I'm a bit unfitter this time myself, but I still like to think I put a shift in with getting an assist 2 minutes into the game. But yeah, we had a great time. And just a little bit about what Sands United is all about. Sands United FC Norwich is a volunteer-run football team for men affected by pregnancy or baby loss, part of the National Sands United FC network, offering a supportive community and a positive outlet through sport. The team creates a safe, relaxed environment where bereaved men can connect, find a sense of belonging and feel comfortable discussing their grief when they're ready, with the aim of improving well-being and reducing isolation. And I think that is such a fantastic charity, and and there were so many great people involved on Saturday that we want to shout out to all of them involved, and it was a great fun to be involved in, and I'm really thankful that us at Bleed Norwich we can shed a light on this wonderful charity and what they do. So if anyone in the comments has time to donate, please do. The link will be down in the description below. Thank you.
Right, so we're here with Callum. First of all, can you, for the people at home, just explain what the charity is, what it does, and what it promotes?
So SANS is a charity who helps support those families who have suffered a neonatal loss. So baby loss, stillbirth, anything in that sense. SANS are there to support someone.
Yeah, brilliant.
So in this team itself, I mean, there's not much support for dads and men in general. In mental health and support. So
there is that stigma around men and dads.
Most men don't talk about it, but here, you just come here. You haven't got to talk about it if you don't want to. It's up to you. But we're always there to help you through those tough times and help you play football and forget about those tough times and just help you get through it.
Brilliant. And what are your thoughts on the game today?
Brilliant. Couldn't ask for anything more, really. I mean, 7-2 at Ipswich. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Terrific. I mean, you put a shift in centre mid, Jack at the fullback. I mean, left, right. He's getting kicked chunks out of him, but he still kept going. So, and Alex contributed up top as well. So, can't be happy with them three.
Follow Bleed Norwich on TikTok for all the latest Norwich City Football Club updates.
So, guys, I hope you enjoyed that segment on Sands United Norwich, and please donate. Their link will be down in the description. Please donate anything you can. That would be very much appreciated, guys. So we're now going to go on to the quiz questions and the questions that you guys have sent in to finish up the podcast. Alex, what was your quiz question this week?
My quiz question this week is: when was the last time Norwich won 5 games in a row?
Fuck.
Not when unbeaten 5 games in a row. Won 5 games in a row.
Fuck. I think I can definitely name you the season.
Can you?
I fucking hope so. If not, I'm in there. Did we win 5? Maybe. I don't know. Right, okay. Well, my question is, when was the last time Norwich went behind at half-time in an East Anglian derby before Sunday? Yeah. Well, you don't have to answer it now. You got to answer it later.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
See, this is before we started recording. I spent, I think, how long was it, Alex, trying to actually find out this answer?
Yeah, you spent about 10 minutes at least.
10 minutes to try and find this answer.
At least.
Because SofaScore, FlashScore didn't have it. So, yeah. Alex, that's a clue for you there, buddy. Right, we'll go on to your guys' quiz questions. Again, guys, thank you very much for answering. I will just say now, Doeke Senior has not sent in a question this week.
Oh, did Jack have a quiz question or not?
No, he didn't send me anything.
He didn't send you anything.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to quickly text Doeke Senior now. Give me 1 second. Before we get into the quiz questions, Alex, I'm going to just text him now and just say, do you want to quickly send in a question, Dad?
Yeah. Yeah, so...
He was online half an hour ago, so that's all right.
The last time Norwich went behind and won an East Anglian derby.
No. Last time we went behind at half time in an East Anglian derby. Not that we won it, just the last time we went behind at half time. We were losing at half time.
Oh my God.
All right, Doeke Senior has messaged. Let's hope he answers. Anyway, let's get on to your guys' questions. We always have to get Doeke Senior's question. It's ritual on this podcast, and we can't function without it. But yes, let's get on to your guys' questions. Let me just find them all. Here we go. Patrick Newby to start us off with. How much longer can Manning stay as head coach, and when are we going to see a more attacking lineup? Well, hopefully
not much longer.
Hopefully not much longer, but Knapper has to go with him. I don't think we could sack Manning and not get rid of Knapper, personally. But
more attacking lineup.
Well, hopefully Bristol City.
Yeah. Hopefully Bristol City, but you haven't got an attacking manager in the club.
Oh, there we go.
So there's your answer, really. You're probably not going to see one.
Joe K32 asks a very good question. A very good question. Realistically, could there be a world where Knapper leaves but Manning stays? And Joe, to you, I answer. I actually quite hope that's the case. I don't quite like Liam Manning's football. I like his principles and morals. I like how he speaks and what he wants. I don't quite like his football.
He can talk the talk. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, but ideally, my first outing would be Ben Knapper.
Yeah.
Alexander Panel 123. Jack would love this question, by the way, Alex. Jack would love this. Where is Shane Duffy? He's on the injury table at the minute, isn't
he? Yeah.
All out the pub. You and NCSC, thoughts on the away end being moved to the lower Regency stand?
We've touched on that, so you'll probably...
You'll probably have your answer there, because I don't think we want to touch it anymore. Adam G014, have we brought in too many players too quickly? We have gone through two very different transition periods, and I think this is a really good question from Adam. We have gone through two very different transition periods where we are combining players from two different systems, and it's not working, and that definitely could be a case. Do you agree, Alex?
Yeah, in a way, it could be the case that we have just not got the players that are suited to the manager.
Yeah, and that could be it. E_Clark.photography asks, are we fearing relegation slightly? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
I think so. If things don't get changing soon, yes.
Edward OTBC 93 has asked, why is the bald fraud not been sacked yet?
Ask the higher ups, mate.
You have to ask the higher up. Josh Bussons, I think it is. Why can't managers see what we see, i.e., who should be playing and where? I mean, yeah, Josh, you asked a great question because when seeing that lineup and seeing Mirko Topic playing the 10 when leaving the creative spark of Jacob Wright on the bench, you do tend to ask yourself those same questions. I
Yeah,
think, yeah.
yeah.
Noah Neal 9 next manager question mark. Now, I gave you a list of 3, Alex and I. Danny Roll.
Danny Roll, Knutson.
Well, Knutson was the outside optimistic. That's
Oh
never
yeah,
going to happen. Shout yes
yeah,
or Knutson. But it was Danny Roll, Gary O'Neill,
yeah.
and Dick Lauken, FC Groningen manager. Now, if
Oh
you
yeah,
don't
yeah, yeah. I
know,
remember now. Yeah,
get to know, watch his style of football, watch how he plays, and watch what he's done with FC Groningen over the last 3 years. You'll be very much impressed. Lewis underscore 042. Who do you think the biggest waste of money has been and why? Anti Cianats is looking like the main culprit here. The stats speak for itself, I think, in terms of why.
yeah. I mean, he hasn't found form.
No.
He hasn't got a run in either season.
Well, he found a bit of form last season.
He found a bit, but it wasn't. It
no,
wasn't a
it
great.
wasn't a lot to scream home about, but it was a good start. If he could have carried on with it this season and improved on it, then yeah, that would have been.
Like I said in the last podcast, as soon as that post has gone up, nothing's
Of
come from
course.
him.
Ollie Lucking, why is Napper still here? Sorry, we've spent 55 million over 2 seasons and nothing to show. Ollie, that is a great point, buddy. That is a great point. I don't know if we touched on that in a Napper out bit, but 55 million spent on player transfers in, and
You did say about this yesterday as well.
the what? Sorry.
You did say about that yesterday as well, didn't you?
Yeah, the 55 million players brought in.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's more than a handful that have actually looked fairly decent, and that is very, very worrying. Very worrying.
Not looking good.
No, absolutely not. Ollie, that's a great point and a great question. Why is Napper still here? Why is he still here? Declan Jackson 20 thoughts on the stadium changes, especially away fans.
Yeah,
Obviously, you would have seen that in the last
you would have seen
couple
that.
of segments. Yeah, that's the one. Ryan Lindsall, hypothetically, Manning gets sacked. Who do we bring in realistically, or Napper? Obviously, we answered who we want in for Manning, and I think all 3 are fairly realistic options. Nothing out the ordinary. Obviously, Jessel Knutson is, but the other 3, I don't think so. But Napper, there is one name. Now I just need to find a name.
I personally,
What is the name? Someone threw it around. Hang on. I need to find it on Twitter because someone threw it around.
I personally don't know who we would replace him with. To be honest,
You're gonna have to give me a second here, Alex. I'm gonna find it. Because
I haven't actually seen on Twitter today or yesterday about who we'd be bringing. So
I have Rob Newman. Rob Newman has done the sporting director job or similar to.
Oh yeah, I might have seen that pop up somewhere. To be honest,
Yeah, Rob Newman has been the one going around, and I think Rob Newman, ex-Norwich player, knows what it means to be Norwich. Because the current sporting director, Neil Adams, Zoe Webber, the Athanasius do not understand at all what it means to be Norwich. Rob Newman, he fucking well does. Rob Newman would be the one to get in for sporting director. Archie Mill has asked, why are we so crap? You tell us, Archie. You tell us. Max Coleman, 24. How long can Manning be given from now?
hopefully not much longer.
5 minutes. Roman is GOAT 7. Is it the manager or is it the players? I mean, it's a bit of both because the players are performing. The manager isn't. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a bit of both. Bay _ Alexander. Why can't I guess fans just give Manning a few months to progress with the new squad? Bay _ Alexander, I will tell you why we don't think that is because from the first game this season and the first performance this season, we have only got worse as each game's gone on. We have only regressed and show no signs of improvement at all. That's why we want Manning out. By this point last season under Johannes Hofforic, we'd have just beaten Watford 4-1, Hull 4-0. We'd have shown signs of serious intent and attacking football. What have we shown for that this season under Liam Manning? Nothing. That is our
Probably scored about that many goals in total.
Jacob Bowles 94. Is it make or break? I think it's already been broken.
Yeah.
T Bates 01 _ in the last 10 years, have we gone backwards, forwards, or stagnated? Definitely backwards. 10 years ago,
10 years ago would have been the
2015,
15-16 season.
Would have been Premier League. Would have been Premier League, buddy.
The Premier League season that we went up through the playoff final.
Yeah, and
So
I think by Christmas time, things weren't looking bad.
We were mid-table.
Oh no, it's the start of the season actually. What I'm on about, it's not even Christmas time. I've just seen it dark outside and thought, oh my god, it must be December. Will Simpson, who would you replace Manning with? We've already gone through our list. Elliot Benson 51. Why does Knapper never step into the spotlight and talk to the fans? Always Manning. And now this is one thing that I will say: Manning is Ben Knapper's punch bag. Yeah. Manning will always come to the media. Will always do the talks at Carrow Road.
No, I'm surprised at the weekend that Jack Stacey did it instead of Kenny McLean.
Well, I think Stacey is definitely among the leaders there. I don't know.
I know.
I don't know if they take it in turns.
It's normally they wheel out
the captain.
McLean.
Yeah.
And he has to sit there and take it all.
But this question is specifically on Knapper. We'll focus on
I know, but
it's a good point you make, but I don't know if we're clutching at the straws a little bit there, because I think Stacey is definitely one of the leaders within that squad and did play well, so that might be why. But Elliot, that is a great question, because why is Ben Knapper not speaking to the media? I did see
the only time you really see him is at these fans forums or whatever.
But even then, very rarely.
Yeah, true.
Even then, very rarely, because I did watch Rob Butler's the scrimmage podcast. Or listen to it, should I say, this morning at work. And it was a great listen, as always. Rob Butler and Chris Reeve do a great job. And Rob did say he tried contacting Ben Knapper to obviously talk to BBC Radio Norfolk, and the club denied it. You know, in our darkest times, we need our sporting director to show us some sign of light. And we're not getting that.
And then that also factors in what we touched on earlier, that they're so out of touch with the fans and the people around the club.
No, of course. Spot on. Peter Hughes, 19990. Why didn't we sign Dobbin? He's what we need, and do you think we have any leaders out there who talk? Yeah, I think McLean and Stacey are definitely two leaders. I don't think it's a factor of leaders, but definitely why didn't we sign Dobbin? Because Dobbin is a winger, and we are lacking wingers.
They're lacking him.
And Dobbin was great for us.
The people that we brought in are on a fucking stretcher.
No, exactly.
Or on a hospital bed all the time. The wingers we brought in are not fit enough.
Christ, I'm just seeing a lot of sacking. Lawrence Dobson asked a question that is very unrelated to Norwich's current situation. Would you rather prime Emmy or prime Wes back in the current squad? For me, it is prime Emmy, because that one season of Emmy in 2020-2021 is the best I've ever seen a Norwich player play football. Do you agree?
Yeah, although Wes has his attributes.
I'm not disputing that. Yeah, it's very close between the two, but I will always choose Emmy. Yeah, I will always choose Emmy. You then ask another question: who would you want in if Manning goes? Obviously, we have we have answered that. This _ is _ Matty _ So Gary O'Neill to replace Liam Manning is his question mark. We'll get relegated with Gary O'Neill. We're not far off getting relegated with Liam Manning. So, you know, I don't know what more
you think he wants to get relegated? To be honest.
Yeah.
You think out of Manning or Gary O'Neill, who do you want to go down with?
Yeah.
That's my reply to that question. Who would you rather go down
Yeah.
with?
Do you know what? Who would you rather go down? Because not even I can answer that. I think it's a toss up between the two, isn't it?
That's what I mean.
A lot of questions here about manager's fault, Napper's fault, sackings and whatnot. So I will try. We're gonna go for a few different questions other than Manning based. Try to cheer us up a little bit, but none of them will cheer us up. Underscore TJG underscore 2007 underscore has asked, what do you think has happened this season to players like Cianats? Again, playing out of position, playing a different style of
Yeah.
football to what he was brought in for. He's brought in for Johannes or Forup, and he's playing Manning
He was
football.
brought in for attacking football, and that is something we're not giving him.
Yeah, and he's getting very limited opportunities when going forward. And yeah. ATB06 underscore has asked, would you take Russell Martin if Manning gets a sack? No, he's not on my list.
Russell Martin's not on my list either.
No.
Definitely not. We'd probably end up getting relegated with him as well, to be honest with you. I know he's Norwich and he knows about the club, but we'd get relegated with him as well.
Oh, this. Hang on, let me zoom in on this. I've had Sam D990. I thought that was Dingle for a minute. But I don't think it is. But Sam D990 has asked, fancy all chipping in to Napper's Uber back to Arsenal. I'll give you a tenner. Happily. But, I live in London, so money down this way is very tight. So tenner's like 100 quid, basically, if we're doing the maths there. Again, what's the options after Manning? Who do you replace Manning with? What needs to change? Alfie Bradshaw, this is a decent question. What needs to change within the club to get us back to the form we were in with Farker? And I think again we need to look at the top and we need to change the whole regime. Zoe Webber, Neil Adams,
stems from the people
Ben
at the top.
Napper. They need to go. Liam Manning needs to go because I think you need to, if you could change the point director, you need to change the manager as well. You need to have a whole reset. We need a whole reset, and then we need to get people in that know what it means to be Norwich or understand what it means to be Norwich.
Understand what it means to play for the badge.
And have the quality and proven track record to bring us what the Premier League football, the style of football, the performance levels, the players, and the rest will follow. But yeah, a big reset.
I'm sure we'll get called entitled in the comments.
We'll get called entitled, definitely. Oh my god, there are so many. So many questions. We will try and get through as many as possible. I'm just trying to go through because obviously a lot of you guys have asked about Manning and Napper, and we've answered that so many times now. So, thank you for sending in your questions about Manning and Napper. We usually try and get through
It's
the
obviously
questions.
a big concern with fans. So
Yeah, but
and that is telling really of how things are going at the moment.
exactly, and obviously we used to we like answering every single question in these podcasts, but you guys keep sending in more and more and more. It becomes quite impossible to answer every single one now.
I was going to say this time it's gone over 60 questions, I think. So,
oh god, here we go. Dylan underscore Sav has asked, is Josh Sargent gone in January? I feel he's getting frustrated from lack of service he is getting in game. Yeah, do you know
I
what?
can fully understand that.
I can fully understand if he does go. I can fully
blame him
understand
if he does go.
Exactly, I wouldn't blame him, and I can't hold that
It'd
against
be
him.
horrible to see him go, but I would not blame him.
No, exactly.
He's not getting any service. Why would you want to play in a club that is not feeding you?
Here we go, Alex. This is a question specifically from you, from Troy West 499. Do you think Liam will stay, as in Manning?
No.
No, there we go. He answered it specifically for you, so I thought
Did you see his little comment on the bottom of that?
I did. Shout out Clues Care Farm. Love this. Yeah, big up Clues Care Farm, man. Got if Manning goes, who will replace him?
Yeah.
Here we go. Timmy's Chili's Marmalades. What a name! That must be.
I think that's his company name. And
his company.
I think Timmy does make chili.
And marmalades, by the sound of it. I love that. I would love to try some of Timmy's chilies and marmalades. Um, this is not sponsored, by the way, but I would love to try Timmy's chilies and marmalades. That sounds well cool. Yeah.
I'll drop him a message later
Draw
for
a
you.
message, get some chilies and marmalades. We'll get some like sort of like crackers and dips and stuff for these chilies and marmalades. Yeah, why not? Whilst we're on a podcast. Dear NCSC board, can you please find a pair of Dutch or Germans who can rescue us from this shit?
We're not the board personally,
But I
but
am Dutch.
and he is Dutch,
I am Dutch. Yeah, I,
but
I
I'm
have
not
a.
German.
No, you're not German. No, no. I have a UEFA C coaching license, so yeah. As far as that will go, we'll see. But yeah, do you know what? It's coming. It's a real cry for help, isn't it? At the minute, on who can save us and what needs to change. And as
Yeah,
fans, I think we are in that moment of crying for help, and that is it. Steve dot Stowers 72 sacking Forup a mistake. Now, like I said, I was never Forup out, and as I explained in the other segment of the podcast, it is very much looking like it is a mistake. But
yeah. I don't know really.
right, here we
Certainly
go.
not got better.
Last few questions, guys. Again, thank you very much for getting these in. I do love reading them. They are all brilliant. Melissa Melissa Tobin, I believe that is. What do you do with Eurosec? Play him.
Yes,
Play him. That is as simple as that. The only way the guy's going to build any form is if we play him on a regular basis, and not for 10 minutes at an East Anglian derby that's already lost.
yeah, definitely
Yeah.
not. He come on and didn't know what to do because he couldn't do anything to change it. Really, it
Yeah.
was already lost.
And just to finish off, R1 and O. That's an interesting username. He asked Neil Adams, how is he getting away with it? And it's a great question because the likes of Neil Adams and Zoe Webber upstairs at the club
Yeah,
have made all these decisions, been on all these boards and all these meetings and stuff, and the club is a PR joke
yeah.
when it comes to the decisions that happen and how they get announced and what's being done. It's just all a joke. Yeah.
There ain't really much more else you can say on it. Really, it is just
Yeah.
the backbone of the
Absolutely.
club is a fucking joke.
Exactly. But guys, like I say, thank you very much for all your questions as always. It's been great reading them. I'm sorry we can't get through all of them because you guys keep asking so bloody many, and that's great. And we love all your questions. Make sure to drop a question for the next podcast as well. But it's fantastic to have all this interaction and you guys bringing in all these questions. It's great. Alex, now to finish up the podcast, we answer our quiz questions.
Yep.
Go on. What's your question again?
When was the last time Norwich won 5 games in a row?
It's either 1819 or 2021.
What one are you going with?
See, I don't know if it is 2021, but it must be because do we have a few draws here? 1819.
No.
Is it 2021?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to be brave, but yeah, I did think it was
Do
2021.
you want to know? Do you want to know the list?
Go on, tell me the list.
It was actually 9 straight wins,
Oh, of course, we went on that run, didn't we?
and it was 13 undefeated,
That's it. We went on that run.
and
Right.
it was 4-1 against Stoke,
Oh yeah, no, and then we beat Luton, I believe, 3-1 or something.
Coventry 2-0, Rotherham 1-0,
1-0, yeah. Pookie scored in that
Birmingham
game.
3-1,
Yeah.
Wickham 2-0, Brentford 1-0,
Oh, Buendia's goal, yeah.
Luton 3-0,
Yeah.
Sheffield Wednesday 2-1,
Yeah, Campwell and Pookie scored in that one.
Nottingham Forest 2-0.
Yes, yeah, we beat them. Kieran Dow scored in that game, I believe.
And
Maybe Lucas Rook.
now Nottingham Forest are playing in fucking Europe.
And
That's
that shows.
how far off we are each other.
Right, do you want to know the answer to my question? So, when was the last time Norwich went behind at half-time in an East Anglian derby before Sunday? So obviously we went in at 2-0 at half-time.
Yeah.
2-1, sorry, at half-time, losing. Can you guess the season? I'll allow the season.
Yeah, I don't know if it was 2007 or whether it was before, but I think it's 2007.
Is that 2006-7 or 2007-8?
6-7.
7-8.
Oh,
We lost. Well, it was actually in 2008, but it was a 2007-8 season. 13th of April 2007-8 season. It finished Ipswich 2, Norwich 1. We were down 2-1 at half time.
right.
But yeah, that is the quiz questions. But again, guys, we'll end the podcast here. Again, thank you very much to everyone that tunes into these podcasts on Spotify and YouTube. It's a real hard work getting these up and getting these going and stuff like that, especially with the new sort of format that we do. It does take a lot of hours editing and the like, but we very much enjoy it and bringing it to you guys. So again, thank you very much for tuning in, and yeah, like we say, donate to Sands United Norwich again. It was great doing a segment on them and playing for their football team against Sands United Ipswich, where we won 7-2. And I got an assist in 2 minutes. God,
Yeah.
that was great. But yeah, no, that was fantastic. Obviously, also go donate to Jack's GoFundMe or whatever they're called. Just giving GoFundMe.
Just given, I think.
Yeah, one of them. He's doing the London Marathon next year. But yeah, so there we go. There's the shout outs. Make sure to go like and subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify. Give us a 5-star review on Spotify, please. That would mean the world. Go follow all our socials as well. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one.
Catch you in the next one.